What's up, everyone? Hi, Akshita. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm good.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Can you all hear us loud and clear? Is someone else is more loud? Let us know. Let me just mute the music. Yup. How's everyone doing, guys? It's been long 24 hours for everyone, right? Press 1 if you can hear, see us all loud and clear. Press 1. Well, I didn't expect 100 of you all to show up again, and that's amazing because it's always like the drop, you know. As Bill Space says, the number of people that are there at the start will always decrease. And fun fact, we got about 160 submissions last night. So like in 1 hour, हमारे पास 40 थे. 40 से we jumped to 160. थोड़ा सा सब लोगों के लिए हमने एक्सटेंड किया था टाइम बिकॉज ऑफ सम गूगल ड्राइव इश्यूज एंड स्टफ. So now handing over this to Akshita, and she have some selected submissions for reviews, which she thinks is valuable, and you all will be interacting with her. She will be asking you ki what this specific thing lacks, what this specific brand identity is good at, etc., etc. Everyone understood? So when I'm looking here, I'm looking at the chat, and when I'm looking here, I'm looking at you guys. So I hope everyone is ready. How's the energy, guys? How are you feeling after completing this? Who all submitted? If you submitted, press 1. I want to see how many of you all here submitted it. My hair is very bad today, so ignore that, guys. मैं पप्पू लग रहा हूँ थोड़ा सा. Well, okay. Orbit, Arshi, Deepak, Ashwin, Deepak Raj, Jatin, Vidisha, Yuki, Hasti, Ritika, Avinash, Ruchita, Ria, Payal, Mejo, J Designs, Nitesh, Sakib, Gayatri, CS Thakur, Abhishek. Let's go! Super happy to see you all submit it. And I've seen some familiar names over here as well. So, Akshita, all over to you now.
Okay. Hi, guys. Good morning. So, I have a few selected works that I'll be reviewing today. And I've selected this group of works so that the feedback that I give is insightful and valuable that you can take forward in designing brand identities in future. I'll be sharing my screen now. Once, just give me a heads up if
Yeah,
everything is there.
yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So this is Yagnesh. Uh, give a thumbs up in the chat if you're here. This PDF was selected because of a very simple reason. One, that it was confusing a lot with the fonts. Now, when I scroll this PDF, I on the first page, I like the icon, I like the starting thought process, but it's lacking selection of fonts here, also in the word mark and in the tagline. Then when I scroll further, I keep getting confusing in terms of which font you really have selected because there is a different font here, there's a different font here, there's a different, completely different icon here, and again, again a combination and confusion here. So, in a way, it's very important to select your primary word mark font first. That is the main thing that you want to keep in mind. The rest can come later. The secondary, the tagline, anything else around the logo can come later. So the first thing that you can do here is either try to match your font to your logo mark or go the other way around. If you are very strong with this is the type that I want, then you might want to start tweaking your icon to start going with and fitting that particular font. So that was the feedback for this particular work.
Also, Akshita, if
Yeah.
you can also ask the guys in the chat ki what this identity is looking like
Yeah.
in their eyes, and if you can full screen your whole showcase, yeah, that would be great.
1 second. This is the second one. It's from Dhiman. Give a thumbs up in the chat if you're here. Also, in the chat, other people can also comment what they think about this, what, on the first impression, what they think this will uh, develop into in later pages. So the tagline says, grown with care, served with love. I really like how that is been presented in the image in the background also. So it's all the little things that count and make it whole as a brand identity. He's also given a presentation here. He's also included his sketches, his mood boards, and the whole process that was going on in his mind while he was making this. This is how he's done the typography. He's also given the color codes for all the colors. These are his Instagram posts, some mock ups. I particularly really liked how this one was being made. I think because you got one thing right, that was what vibe you're going for. Because I felt when I look at this that you're going for a little nostalgic, creating memories kind of vibe, and this vintage kind of sort of designing here, layouting here, the textures here are really supporting your logo as a whole. I see that you don't really have any, particular pattern, and that is working in favor of you because you have strong imagery, you have a bold typography selected. So that is coming out as a whole to indicate a certain vibe of the brand that people can imagine what the space could even look like, or even how any other collateral or communication for this particular brand might come in the future. What you can work on to improve this is, because I didn't really see any reds in your color palette, but there are reds in your other collateral. So maybe try sticking to your brand colors that you selected. You can go one or two shades darker or lighter, but don't completely introduce a new shade in every new thing that you put out for the brand.
Also, guys, this is not the top 10. These are just the submissions which uh, Akshita thought might help get some help and actually show some great improvement. So yeah.
Next, we have works with work Darsh Desai has submitted. Again, what do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Do you like it? How do you like the colors? How do you like the type? Okay. So he's given a list of words that he might have kept in mind while designing this. And I think it resonates with what he's designed pretty well. He has also given a breakdown of how his logo has been structured, and so that makes it very unique in a way. You see that geo writing geo with a leaf element might be very common, but how you structure that concept, how you lay out that concept to fit your thought process, is where your mark will become unique in a way. So I like how it's geometric in nature, and how all the spacing is correct, how the tagline has been placed horizontally as well as vertically. So he's shown all the variations of the logo as well. The icon itself works as a unique identity itself, even if it's used without the word green oasis. Here, I would just recommend you not give spacing side by side like this. Either you structure it to fit one layout on a one straight line. Maybe try seeing how that functions. He's also shown how it looks on black and white, so you can see if even if you zoom out to on the icon from a distance, it is legible. Great choice of mockups here. Yes. um, the patterns could have been given more thought process. I know we had very less time, but I see the patterns somewhere are different and somewhere are different. Some are very geometric vector based and some are hand drawn based. So maybe we in future, when you would like to refine the branding further, try sticking to one type. All right. We have next by Yash Kumkar. Firstly, exporting problem. You need to export it properly as different pages to make a PDF, otherwise, it becomes harder to view like this. The first feedback here was the first letter doesn't really look like G, it looks like an inverted E. So maybe you need to work on, if you're going to customize a type and make your own unique word mark, you need to make sure that any other person besides you, because you're designing, you'll always feel that it's a G or this is the letter that I'm working on. Try sending it to other people or seeing if they are able to read it the way you want it to be read. Next, I think your presentation could have been a lot better, because I can see that you can design. I can see that you can pick up colors. I can see that you can tweak type. You can also create mockups that are very easily available online on free websites. Some of the resources are already on the PDF. It's very easy to use. And you need to go beyond your logo type or word mark. You need to see how other layouts also function, how patterns can come in, how it'll function on darker and lighter backgrounds as well.
Also, guys, just letting you know that these can be in the top 10, these cannot also be in top 10. So that's the suspense that we are creating. So these are just the brand identities that Akshita thought can take a lot of constructive feedback, so that if you guys are in the chat, you can actually learn from them. And whoever Akshita is reviewing will personally DM that your specific thing got reviewed. So please have a look at the live stream to actually improve, because the whole sole purpose of doing this was to improve your skills, correct? So yeah, so continue, Akshita. Thank you.
Yes. Um, Also, as I move further down the PDF, I see that your choice of imagery in terms of usage on collaterals is a bit inconsistent. So maybe try sticking to going back to, for example, your strategy and thinking, do I want to position this as a hero sort of brand where I'm saying, okay, oh, if you are addicted to junk food, then we are here for you to provide healthy food. Then your imagery might look like that. Or if you're saying, okay, you are already in a healthy lifestyle space, I am providing you a culinary experience that is top notch. So try to think where you are positioning your brand. That will help you select your what you even write on your posters or social media, and what kind of imagery you are selecting. Next, we have Ritesh. What do you guys think about this? Do you like how it's looking? Do you like the type? Do you like the icon and the elements in it? Um, so I see that uh, the icon here. the kerning there of the word mark is a bit too spaced out. It's a bit too thin, to be honest. The icon that you've created has a great concept. It just needs to be presented better, refined further. You don't really have to sketch out all the vegetables uh, in a very direct way to show that it's a healthy thing. You can show it abstractly here, and you might want to refine this with making the line width a bit bolder, even for your font and even for your icon. I like how you have presented your concept here. I like how you've also imagined what the restaurant could look like. I think it goes with your vibe that you're trying to create with your logo. So he's also presented his brand palette, his typography, and how it works on every other color. The only feedback here is refining your logo to be a bit more minimal and bolder. I like your choice of pattern that you've used. I think it goes with your logo mark. The mock-ups could be a bit more realistic. You can try a few more websites to pick up mock-ups from. Yeah. What do you guys think about the mock-ups? What do you guys think about the colors here? I really like the social media posts. Overall, very good work. Just need to refine your logo. Okay, next we have Vasu Dholakia. So in this PDF, why I have decided to show it here for the review session is it has extensive amount of research. It shows how extensively this person has thought about the brand strategy as a whole. Uh, the logo unit might not be there yet, but the idea has started to build in his mind, and I'm very sure that you can take it further because you have your strategy and you have your research with you. So maybe now try to sketch down and go back to the process of mood boarding and sketching. Next, we have Abdullah. What do you guys think? Do you like the vibe of this? Do you like the type here? It's very different from what we've been seeing. Do you like how bold it is? Do you like how edgy it is? Okay. So here I have selected this because I gave this feedback yesterday in the review session as well. That when you are going unconventional and bolder and edgier like this, other elements like your colors and imagery also has to support your type here. It has to go in hand, otherwise the user gets very confused in terms of how this restaurant that he or she is trying to go to will serve him or her. Will it serve very unconventional out of the box places, or will it serve very authentic or back to roots dishes? Your illustration style in the background also is very organic and hand drawn in nature. That is very subtle. That doesn't really go with your logo mark. So, either because you have your colors and logo mark and imagery in a very subtle and calming way, either you tweak your word mark or if you really like your word mark, because I think it works, I think it's bolder and a very different approach. Try making brighter colors or unconventional type of edgy or geometrical patterns and illustrations for this. Yes. Next we have Sisser. So the reason why I selected this particular work was because I like how the research behind creating a very simple shape was. It's a very simple, very generic looking logo, but but the meaning behind the shape and the research behind the shape has been very interesting to see. He has gone back to seeing where the restaurant is actually located. It's located in Bangalore, and he's done research on what elements around Bangalore really says that it's from this particular region. And he's taken a shape from that architectural element. What do you guys think about this approach? I think it's very fresh. We haven't seen this before. So the only feedback here would be in the shape, the icon of the fork and knife that you've put could also be presented in a better manner, so that it all ties up into a very unique Bangalorean kind of looking idea. You can also, if you have time in future, take it a top further, a notch further, and see what colors also people around the region really resonate food to, or healthy food to, and then try tweaking it here. You can put in elements, for example, the shade of what a banana leaf uh, has, and maybe try incorporating that here, so that back and forth of resonance is there with the culture of Bangalore, with the architecture of Bangalore. Overall, I like the presentation ka thought process. Um, you have your alternatives set out. Where is your horizontal, vertical icon? The only feedback for this particular thing will be if you're using a grid. I have repeated this before itself, but if you're using a grid, make sure it fits. Don't just put a grid for the sake of it. It doesn't fit all the corners, so make sure it does that. I like how your typography, color palette, codes, everything is sorted out. Yeah. So that was all for the reviews.
Guys, now as a lot of you have voted for seeing Akshita's work as well, we have that aligned up for you. And then we'll be joined by a special guest. So stay tuned for that.
All right. So I have also put together something uh, to show you guys how this restaurant identity could have been scaled to. I've chosen a very elegant looking font with a very simple concept. It's a oasis tree and a food fork. So it's just combined and designed in a way that goes with the type, so that it looks very elegant. It looks fresh and premium. This is the color palette that I've gone with. This is the kind of restaurant that I'm imagining. It is on the right side, you are shown how I'm imagining the posters or the imagery around the restaurant to be like. So, because I am focusing a lot on freshness, fresh ingredients, and a very unconventional culinary experience, so the type of imagery that I have selected when I move forward, also, if you see, is very minimal, very put together, and very symmetrical, to be honest, in nature.
So Akshita, people are asking that have you used AI in the brand imagery?
Yes, I will also point out where and when I have used AI and when you can also try and do that. This is a very simple mock-up from a free website that has been provided in the PDF. It's very easy to use. I have just placed my design on the card. There is no AI, there is no Photoshop edits, anything done here. So this also shows how the logo functions in a horizontal space with a tagline written in an unconventional manner. So you don't really have to stick to, logo, then your word mark, then tagline below. You can break free, because my whole idea is to have an unconventional, elegant looking space. This is how my digital collaterals, for example, for this brand could look like. I have very fresh looking vegetables. And if you see, this is the second shade, a brighter shade that I've introduced here as my secondary color that complements all the shades of green, puts them together like this. And smaller looking elements that go unnoticed really add to your collaterals in the brand identity. For example, I've written date and time of when the vegetable has been sourced. So this really adds to the whole concept of freshly sourced ingredients that are served in the restaurant. My imagery also shows, freshly cut vegetables or everything. The smaller icon here shows how I have played with the icon and the name around it, so that I'm breaking free from, that straight looking logo marks. And I've also shown how, in a very small manner, even if you look at from a distance, the icon is unique and visible in any color background and foreground. I have given a small design concept in terms of what was my thought process in designing the icon. So it obviously has a culinary food fork in the middle. It has an oasis tree above, and the fork has been pointed down to show that it comes from the roots. The food and the ingredients are sourced fresh from the earth and roots in the farm, and that completes the icon in a very grounded and elegant looking aesthetic. I have clearly shown what my color palette is, with each color given a name. This is completely up to you. This is something that I prefer and like doing, giving a name to each color that ties my concept together. For example, the lighter shade of green has been called fresh growth, and the brown is called earthy warmth. So it gives an annotation to why this particular color has been selected and puts it together into my brand identity. These are a few mock-ups of digital and print to show you how it can be scaled. You don't really have to stick to the your logo mark and icon being beside the logo every time. It can be blown up, it can be outlined, it can be used pattern in a pattern wise, anything. It can be just shown in a cutout single part, like how it's been done here. I don't really show the full icon here, but uh, as a whole identity, you understand, okay, this is from this restaurant. Again, because you see the type of imagery here, it shows again freshness. And so that is what the whole identity is based on. So every image that I have used has a purpose, it hasn't been used just as a background element. This is again just a mock-up. So tiny things that you write on your mock-ups, on anything, puts together your identity and your idea of where this brand is positioned. For example, here I've just done what is the fresh produce of the day, and these are the menu items for that particular ingredient that has been sourced today. I have also shown how the restaurant ka facade and the entrance could look like, and how the logo mark is dynamic in nature. It has vertical alternatives, it has horizontal, it has just the uh, icon with the word around it, and just the icon also works by itself. All of them are working uh, on different color backgrounds, on different color foregrounds as well. So this is the particular image where I have used AI. Very simple, no mid journey, no DALI. It has been done on Photoshop generative fill. I have taken an existing image and I have just added my elements to it. For example, this particular wine wasn't there, and I really wanted something lavender in shade because I had that in my color palette. So I just added that in generative fill. I added some things like a restaurant ka handle and everything to make it look like a door. So you don't really have to go all out in creating an image for the brand from scratch. You can take an existing image and build upon that. You can add elements to it, you can remove elements from it, you can change or tweak its colors as well. This is again just to show how you have freshly produced the ingredients for the day and how it looks like, and how the logo mark and the pattern and the elements look like as a whole. Yes, that was it.
Amazing. I think well done, very well created, Akshita. And I think there are some questions in the chat as well, and we are also joined by Pramod Sinha sir. So
Hi,
Pramod sir,
Akshita.
I'll get back to you
Hi.
in a while. It's just
Yeah.
that one question is there in the chat. Tanish is asking why the logo must be meaningful, because as a designer we know the meaning and the concept behind the logo, but the normal people don't care about the meaning. They only use their product and services.
Yeah, exactly. That is why I have not gone full out with any, uh, unconventional in my concept. The logo concept is very simple. Oasis food, nothing complex about that. It's just how it has been designed to fit the brand vibe, how elegant it looks as a whole, is where as a brand identity designer your unique designing skills and creativity start to put in. Your uh, concept has can be very simple, just how you design it takes it a step further. Yeah.
So I think Tanish, we answered your question. Now we will announce the top 10 shortly, but it's just that we have Pramod sir here. As I mentioned, we'll be joined by a special guest today. So we have Pramod sir. Hi Pramod sir, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi once. Hi Akshita. Nice meeting you
Hi.
guys. Yeah.
Amazing. So
All good.
yeah,
Yeah, I see the energy, the way the communication is going on right now on the channel itself. Like everyone is very excited.
yeah.
I just wanted to say that, just from a brand perspective, uh, you know, uh, there are a lot of communication that you can do from a brand point of view, right? The branding is more about, communicating your services through an identity. And I think the story is very important in any branding situations. So whenever you're making any brand identity, it is important to have some story around it so that people can understand how that brand coming up for the consumer, right? On apart from that, you guys are doing very great for the community, and the way people are interacting with you. I think the way you are sharing knowledge is remarkable, and keep doing the great work, and continue to grow always.
Thank you so much, sir, for that. And guys, those who don't know who Pramod Sinha is, so Pramod sir is the founder of Sandcup Design Studio and Sanskriti Design Community, the Design Tribe. So yesterday, I was showcasing this passport. So this is the product of Pramod sir, and he's here to talk more about it. So, sir, for the folks who don't know about this passport, can you quickly brief them what this passport is and what it can do?
Yeah, so whole objective of Sanskriti is to, elevate design culture in India. So what, which we believe that, still design is not yet top notch in Indian market at this point of time. But when you look into the global market, the design demand is very high. And probably the way things are moving right now in India, probably people would work in design and we can gain a lot of maximum profitability from it from a money perspective. But apart from that, it also enhanced the creativity aspect at same time. So we came up with the idea of community like 1.5 year back. Right now we have not so many members, but 4,000 people are now part of that community. And to bound that people together, we need some substance. So we came out with the idea of having passport. So when you have this passport, it does not mean it's just a thing that you can play with. It's basically having some sense to it. It means that there are a lot of events and activity, like once is organizing. There are a lot of different communities are there. So the idea here is to empower all different communities. It's not about promoting Sanskriti as an individual community, but it is more like everyone who is doing in design space here and there something to empower people. We should contribute on that. So that's the reason we came up with the passport. So when you'll be having a passport, it means you will have access of many different events and activity. More and more you participate, you get more infinite coin. It means that if suppose any event has some kind of ticket to it, so it give you a lot of discount on that. So whole idea here is to take participation more on design activities, and that's the way it is a gateway for designers to interact, to share, to participate, and do things like that. So I think everyone should have this design passport. Sooner you'll get to know about this design passport again from many different media and news, because a lot of people are appreciating this and they like the whole idea. And I think a lot of other design community will also going to get benefit from it, because we are also arranging a lot of sponsors for the community who are trying to build something out of it. So this is not only a community, I can say it is a platform for people to be part of in a design in one way or other way. Yeah.
100%. So, guys, I'm dropping the link for the Sanskrit passport website. You can go and have a look what this passport is capable of. जैसे मैंने कल शोकेस किया था गाइज, पहले तो जैसे कल फ्लेक्स किया था मैंने, आज फ्लेक्स थोड़ा कम करूँगा बिकॉज आई थिंक पीपल शुड नो अबाउट दिस पासपोर्ट, बिकॉज ये कलेक्टिबल आइटम तो है ही, बट आगे जाके दिस कैन बी अ थिंग वेयर people are connecting offline, people are connecting with mentors. And एक और चीज़ जो बहुत अच्छी चीज़ थी जो मैंने दिखाई थी इसके अंदर की, so this is the character of Pramod sir, as you can see. So I met him. So जितने भी लोग संस्कृति के साथ जुड़ते जाएंगे उनका एक कैरिकेचर बन जाएगा, जो भी मेंटर्स होंगे. एंड आप ये फ्लेक्स कर सकते हो टू अदर डिज़ाइनर्स. ये देखो मैंने इनसे मिला है. एंड जैसे हम लोग सब लोग सिग्नेचर्स मांगते हैं, जैसे अंश मेहरा को रिसेंटली संस्कृति कॉल्ड, पीपल वर getting signatures of the folks. So आप यहाँ पे इसमें साइन ले सकते हो, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो. एंड दिस कैन बी अ अमेजिंग थिंग. एंड इसके साथ एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ जो है वो है डिज़ाइन ट्राइब कॉइन्स. तो सर एक बार आप वो भी चीज़ एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो लोगों की, क्या है एग्जैक्टली ट्राइब कॉइन्स?
So there is two important things that we have added in this passport, though it's an offline passport, but it is connected with definitely a lot of technology. So the number one thing is like when you participate, you expect something from the event. So definitely you do networking, you do communicate with mentor, you try to gain a lot of knowledge from each other, or peer designers. But at same point of time, when you participate, you get a coins. It's basically not a marketing, but it really we want to do it from our side. So we basically mine coin based on the activity that we do, and we distribute that coin to the designers. So next time when they participate on another event, they can redeem that coin, and this coin is equivalent to money in terms of money I'm just talking, but it is not having a mindset to promote that through that particular perspective. So basically at the end of the day, more and more you participate, basically after some degree of time, basically all event become free for you. So we want more serious designer to be part of it and take maximum advantage of that. That is one of the key features. But apart from that, the passport is a smart passport. Right. Why I say smart passport? It has NFC and QR code associated with that. So when you are actually going to a meetup, and when you're going for an offline, engagement, you really want to share your contact. You want someone else contact in your phone book. So basically, at the end of the day, when you tap that passport to any mobile phone, it's actually pop up with your profile, and people can save your profile. So it's actually make the whole life easier for people who really want to do networking with fellow designers or with the mentors and things like that. So it actually helps people to connect much more efficiently in a way. We are also coming up with our mobile application, so you will get a lot of other benefit from the mobile app. it will take some time to be.
Is trying to gamify the whole experience of designers out there, and it takes a huge salute to Pramod sir because no one else is doing it, right? No one else even thought about this कि ऐसा कुछ होता भी है. Is the stream lagging? Okay, no. Yeah, I think we are sorted. Am I audible, guys? Are we audible? Press yes if you can hear us. No, you can hear us, sir, but on the live, I think.
Yes.
Okay, we are back. Yeah, we are back. So sorry for the internet bump. All right, sir, we'll be announcing the top 10 with you over here, and it will be very interesting to see how people react. So, guys, press 1 if you are ready to see the top 10 names. I think बहुत unexpected होगा. So, let's see. 1 second. Let me just quickly open. Oh my god, people are spamming in the chat right now. Okay, I think I have it open in the background, guys. And if I quickly do alt tab, आप लोगों को दिख जाएगा स्क्रीन पे. थोड़ा सा ना मेरे को सस्पेंस क्रिएट करना था. तो गाइज जितने भी रिव्यूज़ करे, आई होप दिस वाज ऑल देयर फॉर यू, मेड पॉसिबल बिकॉज ऑफ सैंड कप डिज़ाइन स्टूडियो, सांस्कृति एंड ऑल द अदर इवेंट पार्टनर्स. सो जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस वन थिंग बिकॉज सब लोग को दुख होता है जब आप लोग जीतते नहीं हो या टॉप 10 में नहीं आते हो या कुछ ऐसा होता है. बट मेरे लिए जैसे अभी जैसे कोटा फैक्ट्री किसने देखा होगा अगर, तो उसमें वो बंदे ने बोला कि जीत की तैयारी नहीं, तैयारी ही जीत है. वो हिट हो गया था वो एकदम से, है ना. तो तुम लोगों को ये देखना है, तुम लोग ने लास्ट 24 आवर्स में वी वर जस्ट स्टार्टिंग आउट एंड the 160 people and the other 500 people who tried actually doing this. Obviously there are other backlashes that happened कि हाँ भाई emergency आ गई, office work है, internships चालू है लोगों की, you are busy somewhere here and there. But even if you tried and even thought कि हाँ भाई चलो बनाते हैं, चलो मैं ये challenge लेता हूँ, it takes a huge salute to you all as well because obviously it takes guts to actually do all of this. एंड टाइम लगता है ऑब्वियसली, तो एक एक करके ऊपर जाएंगे. एंड दिस इज जस्ट वन ऑफ मैनी कमिंग वर्कशॉप्स दैट विल बी डूइंग विद डिज़ाइनर एंड ऑब्वियसली कोलैबोरेटिंग विद अदर फोक्स लाइक सांस्कृति. तो स्टे ट्यून फॉर दैट. एंड मैं बस बैकग्राउंड में रेडी है मेरे. आर यू गाइज रेडी? अक्षिता एंड प्रमोद सर. अक्षिता, मी एंड अक्षिता वर देयर टिल नाइट में, आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट एट 3 AM तक जागे हुए थे. आप लोगों का पूरा टॉप 10 सेलेक्ट किया है. So what will happen now is, as soon as we announce the top 10, all right, we'll put up a notification of in the Discord server with the top 10 names with their PDFs, and there will be reactions. So like सारे 10 लोग जो होंगे ना, उनमें से कौन ऊपर है कौन नीचे है वो हमारे को नहीं पता. सबकी पोजीशन अभी सेम है. जो भी 10 पे हम लोग दिखाएंगे, जो भी 10 नेम्स आप लोगों को, दोज विल बी सेम एंड आपको उनको वोट करना है. तो इट्स अ लाइव वोटिंग सिस्टम. जाओ फैमिली में बता दो, उनके अकाउंट से जाओ, डिस्कॉर्ड पे जाओ एंड जल्दी जल्दी वोट करो. तुम्हारे ऊपर है. देखो, एट द एंड द हाईएस्ट पर्सन विद द वोट्स एंड द सेकंड हाईएस्ट पर्सन विद द वोट्स will take it all because there are 7,000 other folks who are there in the server ready to vote for you guys. So are you all excited? I think everyone is. थोड़ा सा stream delay, तो are you all excited? Let's go. यार यहाँ पे वो हाइप वाले वो चीज़ नहीं है. कोई ड्रम रोल लेके आता मैं, ड्रम बजा देते इधर थोड़ा सा. All right. How to open this? Okay. Oh. I think people saw the names, but 3, 2, oh. Yeah, here you go, guys. These are the names of top 10 people, guys. Congratulations to Amit Patel, Jagjit Singh, Sonik Sharma, Hasti Desai, Tanvi, Shalini Srivastav, Darsh Desai, Poojan Soni, Anurag Deshmukh, and Manan Vij. Congratulations to you guys. These guys have developed a PDF, a brand identity, which is so damn good. And me and Akshita actually faced a lot of difficulties in actually, selecting these. So like we did 3-4 rounds of elimination. तो पहले हमने 160 से 60 पे आए, 60 से 30 पे आए, 30 से 18 पे आए, एंड 18 से हमने 10 सेलेक्ट किया. So congratulations to all of these 10 amazing folks out there. Now I'm quickly doing a Discord announcement as well with these guys. So unless Akshita, you can, if you have something to say to the audience out there, you can, and I'm making the announcement. Or if sir have any questions to Akshita, or like Akshita have any questions to Pramod sir.
Yeah, so I can just say to every audience is like, the design is a journey. So it doesn't matter whether you win or not. It's important is that you have participated. More and more you participate, basically you'll learn a lot from each other. So इस बार award या कोई prize नहीं मिला is all okay, but you keep trying doing best because is the best award is what learning you create, and it's follow whole of your life. So I think design is a journey. Keep be part of this journey and continue with that. Akshita, if you want to say something here in this context.
So when we were evaluating all the submissions, it was really, I was really glad to see the efforts that everybody had put in. It was a very short timeline that everybody had to submit in, and the amount of efforts that most people had put was just amazing. So keep that up, guys. Keep the motivation up. This is your first step to learning something new. If you were new to this, there were a very there were a lot of people who were beginners who had also submitted. Your effort, and this is your first step towards learning something new, so keep learning. There are a lot of resources on the internet that are available, and take use of that, and keep creating. Yeah.
Yep. So design is a journey, so you just have to keep doing it, doing it, and then you never feel that you become perfect. Design is not something you always feel कि अभी मैं तो designer बन गया हूँ. It's a journey, so you will becoming a better designer and better designer again and again. More you practice, you get becoming a better and better every day. So designer में ना एक अच्छी बात ये होती है ना, people have a freedom to think. There are a lot of industry जहाँ पे आपको ना सोचने का freedom नहीं मिलता. So design is a space where you have a area where you can put your creativity in. You can think beyond your limitations. So the more efforts you put in order to do something, or you want to crack something, probably you become much more stronger and creative and better in one way or other way. And design learning and is not only applicable to your work, it is basically also applicable to your day-to-day life. So I think it definitely going to change the whole perspective over a period of time once you keep practicing design in your way, the way you want to explore it further.
100%. Guys, if you have any questions to Pramod sir or Akshita, you can ask her. Akshita, you can ask Akshita on कैसे उन्होंने अपनी brand identity बनाई है. Some resources that Akshita can give it to you. And हम resources का एक proper एक message बना के आप लोगों को forward करेंगे. So Pramod sir, if you want to take a leave, you can. And we'll do the announcements. And if people
Yep.
have any questions, they can ask you all.
So let's see if suppose someone is asking something.
I hope you all can see the chat.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I think it's a little delayed, I guess, but yeah, I can see this.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, if you don't know, like we also have done podcast with Vansh, and it's very insightful podcast for me to understand the young generation, because we are into industry for 25 years, so we have our own perception of design. But when we talk with young people, we get a different perception, and we really like it too much. So if you have not seen this podcast so far yet, please go to it and see the way once has indicated lot of touch point, the way young people think and what is the gap in between. Just try to get into it. Probably I just recommend everyone to look at that podcast and try to get something from it.
The podcast is available on this channel itself, so if you can go and have a look, it will be great after this stream. So Yuki is asking, Pramod sir, what are your thoughts on being subjective?
So design is basically subjective all the time, because the design start with a thought process. So the moment the thought process itself is a subjective, and if you put one thing somewhere, one artwork, maybe you can see somewhere. Every people can see the artwork from a different perspective, and that is where your thought process come into the play. So when you are starting anything from a design point of view, you first have to think about it. So that's the reason it is more subjective. Then you drill down to a point with a logical element, because every design has to serve some purpose. I'm not saying solve some problem in a way, but it has to have some kind of purpose associated with that. How you crack the purpose is something your own journey. So maybe you can apply some techniques in between. So any design is subjective from the beginning, but the outcome which you see has more tangible in design. Whether you are talking about visual design, or whether you are talking about some non-visual design are like customer experience design, service design. Those are the element which is non-visual, but it has an impact. So that point of view, there is a subjective things are there. But when it comes to visual, there is also a role of subjectiveness, because every people think differently. So definitely design is subjective when it starts.
Amazing. Guys, all the questions will be answered baad mein. We'll call Pramod sir in a separate session. But quickly, just I'm announcing the announcement is ready. I've just posted the announcement right now in the announcements tab. I'll showcase the Discord server on the screen right now. So we'll go on the Discord server link. I'll just quickly copy for the folks over here in the chat. Guys, this is the top 10. And they have a number just beside them. All right, so simply go over here and let me just do 1 2 3 for everyone, so that the number that I'm reacting with is the specific vote that these guys will have. तो जो number है उनके side में, जैसे for Sonic is 3, for Tanvi is 5, तो उसी का number को आपसे नीचे जो reaction roll है वो आपको क्लिक करना है. दैट्स इट. समझ गया आपको? बस मैं जल्दी से सारे नंबर्स के साथ रिएक्ट कर देता हूँ सो दैट एवरी वन इज़ रेडी. 5. ओ मैन, पीपल आर रिएक्टिंग पहले से ही. 6. 7 हो गया. 8 and 9. Guys, go ahead in the Discord server and you can vote for the folks. Let's see. May the best win. The voting will be live till a long time and I can remove the roles. So please remove this. Guys, कुछ और चीज़ से react मत करना, ठीक है? So I have voted for everyone in the Discord server. So people are voting and the votes will go live for another 6 hours. So you have 6 hours to get as many votes as possible. Invite people and just click the button from their phone. As simple as that if you want to win. And you all know the prizes, guys. You can see in the Instagram and as well as in the announcements. Just above 2 of these announcements के ऊपर ही है, तो आप लोगों को दिख जाएगा. People have started voting already. All right, and this was a stream. This was the whole workshop. We hope you all liked this workshop. And again, this will not be possible because of all of the sponsor, and special thanks to Pramod sir and team for actually doing this. So thank you so much, guys, for actually tuning in. And I'll do the announcements as well in the WhatsApp group too, for you all to actually go and start voting. And this was the stream. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much, Akshita, actually for taking the whole idea of this workshop and scaling it up. Yes, sir, you were saying?
Yeah, great initiative to everyone. Like, the way the people has participated is amazing.
Yeah.
I can see chat right now and it's very, very active. Very nice.
Yep.
Keep doing the great work. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Empower every designer in the space.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking up the workshop and actually completing it. So this was it. And I'll see you on the other side. The top 2 announcement will be done on the stories. Voting इसलिए करी है, guys. तुम लोग पूछ रहे हो कि public vote क्यों? Because I think डिजाइनर से पूछना चाहिए ना कि कौन जीत रहा है. हमारे पास तो है ही. इट्स वेरी सब्जेक्टिव, जैसे सब लोग ने पूछा था. बट डिजाइनर्स खुद देख सकते हैं जब जाके, तो वो उनको जो अच्छा लगेगा वो कर सकते हैं. एंड मे द बेस्ट विन. सो here you go, guys. This was the workshop and I'll take a leave now. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Bye bye.
All the best to everyone.